This is about one of the many stories about me and my brother when we should have died.
Well, is it? I mean, it depends. Like, if it's not dying, it's at least living a very short life.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? It's like, maybe you made it out of it, but you're not, like, quite okay, and you die, like, 5 years later. It's like...
Well, I'm always a half glass full kind of guy.
Yeah,
so
exactly. So
this is where we almost
Yeah.
lived a very short life.
Yeah, he's like, we definitely could have been, like, maimed multiple times in our life. This time, I think I'm, like, 7 years old. How old are you?
7, 10.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm 7, you're 10. And for some random reason, we're separated. Like, and then I leave the house to look for you guys, like all my friends. So it's like you, my friend Coffee, and TC.
Yeah, let me interject real quick. So I find it interesting that we actually have friends that was named after hot beverages.
I don't really understand that goes into like questionable things. Like if you name your kid anything weird, that kid's going to be weird. That's the rule.
Right.
Like you name your kid Apple, you name your kid Wall or West or something like that. You're like that kid's not going to be normal. That's just the rule. I run into like this behemoth of a dog. All right. Now this dog is probably not as big as I actually remember it.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, be honest, man. I think size will always be in contrast. I mean, a 7-year-old kid to a Doberman. I remember how big the dog was. Dobermans are big enough.
Yeah, they're big enough. Like, big enough. I'm probably like 3 good chews away from like death. And this dog is being extremely aggressive. It doesn't like me. It's something about me. It doesn't like cocoa butter. And that's when I finally run into my brother. And then like Coffee and tea. So
yeah, and the thing about it, it was interesting because I was actually having a pretty good day. I was having a pretty good day until I ran into my younger brother. Because, lo and behold, ran into my brother and his stray. Cujo.
He's like, I found something and it followed me home. And it also wants to murder me.
So we decided to make it up the hill.
Yeah.
Coffee and Tease, as anticipated.
Yeah.
Ran off in front of us.
Yeah, they did. They left us. They left us for dead.
Our best bet was to make it up the tree and outweigh the dog.
I turned to you and I asked you, I was like, we can go up at the same time. Because there's one branch that's lower than the other ones. Like, all right, I'm 7, okay? There's one branch that's a lot lower that I can climb up. And the other branch on the other side, the next lowest branch, you have to jump for. And I could not get at one. They're like, you're 10, you can reach that one. You and Tease could get to that climb up on that side. I have to climb up this one path. And I'm like, she'll go up at the same time.
Right.
But you make the selfless kind of thing. We're like, no. I'm gonna help you up. We're gonna go slowly, and then like that way we don't like aggravate the dog.
So I guess the way I visualized it was stay calm.
Yeah.
And let's get your younger brother up the tree first. Cause if I make it up the tree and you get mauled, Mom was gonna be mad at me that I'm up the tree with 2 degenerates, and my younger brother became dog child for Cujo.
Yeah, he's just like, I mean, I don't know how you couldn't come back to our mother, be mauled, and you completely okay.
And I was like, hey Mom, I made it up.
And I made it out there. You only have 1 doctor bill now. You still have 1.5 kid. I don't even know why you're mad at me.
Yeah. You put your foot on my knee, and you got up the tree fairly fast.
Yeah.
As I'm reaching for the branch, I could literally hear the rumble of the dog. Now look behind to see how close Cujo the dog was. Maybe
5 to 7.
5 to 7,
close.
like he
was.
I mean,
really.
I mean,
close.
he's close enough to have a leash.
Yeah.
He's close enough.
I went on top. This is before the extendo leashes. You know what I'm saying? This is like before that. Extendo leashes weren't like a thing yet. Okay?
Yeah, I don't think. Well,
these are normal leashes.
Yeah, we lack the technological advances of having like extended leashes.
Yeah, exactly.
So
extended leashes are just for like people. He's like, I want to have a pet, but not close to me. You know?
Let me make another attempt. I reach for the branch again. And as I reach for the branch, I heard the dog again. So, as I make my last prayers, jumping into the tree, we hear the sound of our Savior. Ooh, sound of our neighbor's dog. Bush come running full speed down the grassy hills.
And then and the thing is that it's such like an epic movie moment because that dog is leaping at you. It's mid-air and Butch catches it.
I didn't know what was going on because my back was to the dog. I was like, well, he's gonna eat me, he have to eat my ass.
No,
because he's not gonna eat my face.
You're gonna get some of this squat meat, but other than
that, I want an open catch.
Like, he captures the midair and they just start rumbling. They just start fighting, and you just scurry up the tree like this is your opportunity. And you're up. You're like, doop, and you're up immediately.
Right.
And man, Butch is just taking Cujo out. That dog's like, it's like crying.
I'm seeing Butch chasing the Cujo dog up the hill.
Yeah, there's no dog, but he ran the direction that we need to go home. I'm like, so at what point do we get down?
Yeah,
but yeah, that's.
But the degenerates, they just hopped down and they ran
home.
home.
Yeah, they ran home because their home is in the opposite direction. They're good. They're like, all right, well, you know, son, screw you guys. I'm going home. And they just left. They just left us again. Why do we hang out with them?
I don't know.
They're terrible friends. Like,
Well, we didn't have many friends.
I think that's true. We didn't have like a lot of options. We didn't have a lot of options. If you're thinking about your options as friends, you're like, okay, here's Matt. Here's Matt. Matt seems like a really good kid. He has a 401k and he's 10. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, oh,
we made it out unscathed.
yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say unscathed because I definitely had a complex about dogs for a little bit. Like, I'm gonna say a little bit. Like, I had reoccurring dreams about being attacked by dogs for 20 years.
Yeah, it made me appreciate dogs.
I'm gonna definitely do a lot more stories with other people. I'm Mr. Hay. Like and subscribe.